In today's video, we're going to be starting and discussing the Dark Brotherhood's questline featured in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Joining the Dark Brotherhood isn't so obvious and straightforward as, say, the Arena, the Fighters Guild, or the Mages Guild. It's a relatively discreet and concealed process, one that many players may have not found out about organically if they had chosen an honorable and noble character to play as. In order to even be contacted by the Dark Brotherhood, we have to do one small yet game-altering task. We have to murder an innocent civilian. The term innocent is a little loose here, as all that matters is that we would in theory incur a bounty off of the kill, but the NPC themselves could be anyone from a harmless beggar to one of the more corrupt or unfriendly citizens. A few suggestions for easy kills would be the adoring fan who follows us around at the end of the Arena questline, Agranak Gromalag, aka the Grey Prince, after telling him he's the spawn of a vampire, Glarthir, the disturbed wood elf during the quest Paranoia, or Umbra and Vindicel before accepting the Clavicus Vile Daedric Shrine quest would be some really great examples to just name a few, and no fines would need to be paid for their murders if done correctly. We personally got our civilian kills from the quest, The Great Divide, during the Shivering Isles side quest video, which is also a great one to do. To demonstrate further, we went to Walker Camp near Lord Rugdump's estate, as it has Kimona Tong thugs whom, if attacked first, will give us the notification we're looking for. We'll know we've killed the appropriate targets when we receive a strange notification saying your killing has been observed by forces unknown. At this point, we wouldn't quite know what to do with this information. However, if you've inquired enough about the rumors of Cyrodiil, someone would have told us that the Dark Brotherhood contacts murderers in their sleep. Regardless, sleeping is inevitable for leveling up, so at some point we would have went ahead, found a bedroll, and gotten some rest. No matter the time length we put in, it leaps down to 1, and we're informed that the air grows chill and a shadow approaches.
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a clear conscience for what I'm about to propose. In due time, dear child, in due time. First, an introduction. I am Lucian Lachance, speaker for the Dark Brotherhood. And you are a cold-blooded killer, capable of taking life without mercy or remorse. The Night Mother has been watching, and she is most pleased. And so, here I am. I come to you with an offering, an opportunity to join our rather unique family. I find your etiquette refreshing. Now please, listen carefully. On the green road to the north of Breville lies the Inn of Ill Omen. There you will find a man named Rufio. Kill him, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete. Do this, and the next time you sleep in a location I deem secure, I will reveal myself once more, bearing the love of your new family. Excellent. Now please, accept this token from the Dark Brotherhood. It is a virgin blade and thirsts for blood. May it serve your endeavors well. Now, I bid you farewell. I do hope we'll meet again soon. Have you not heard of the Dark Brotherhood? Of the remorseless guild of paid assassins and homicidal cutthroats? Join us, and you'll find the Dark Brotherhood to be all that and so much more. We are, more than anything, a union of like-minded individuals. We kill for profit, for enjoyment, and for the glory of the dread Father Sithis. We are family, with bonds forged in blood and death. We praise our unholy matron. From her shadowed womb we were born. From her breast we suckle malice and pain. She loves her children, you see. Know that Rufio is old and weak and sleeps his days away. You could kill him before he even has a chance to wake, if you so choose. Yes, I am a speaker, a representative of the Dark Brotherhood. My voice is the voice of the Black Hand, our organization's ruling body. One of my duties is to find exceptional individuals, such as yourself, and offer a place within our family.
This very creepy and very sinister looking man named Lucien Lachance woke us up and offered us initiation into the infamous and evil faction of the Dark Brotherhood. Many people refute the existence of this guild as it is simply too twisted and malicious to be real. But alas, it's very real. In order to actually get into the guild, we must go and technically carry out our very first assignment. We're to travel to the Inn of Ill Omen in search of an old man named Rufio and kill him. We already have the inn discovered on our map, which is just south of the Imperial City. Fast traveling over and entering inside, we can speak with a few locals to get some info on Rufio.
Hail, friend. Good to see you again. What can old Mannheim help you with? Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab. His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there, but don't expect a warm reception.
Hello, stranger. We don't get many visitors around here. Makes things pretty lonely for me, if you know what I mean. Not a lot to tell. He doesn't much like company, and spends most of his time in his room. Mannheim thinks he's hiding out from someone.
Now it's time to find the marked man. As Mannheim Malhand told us, he's hiding out in the basement portion of the inn. We go down there in search of him. We find the old man laying down and resting, just as Lucien said we would. We could easily strike him down in his sleep, but we savor the moment and wake him up.
Who are you? What do you want? I ain't done nothing. No, please. I didn't mean to do it, you understand me? She struggled. I told her to just stay still, but she wouldn't listen. I had no choice.
Rufio, old yet agile, attempts to run upstairs to get help, but before he makes it out, we cut him down with our sword, sending him to the void for Sithis. We get a quest update, and it's time to once again rest and let Lucien Lachance come to us. We rent a bed at the very same inn, and sleep for very little before we're woken up.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family. Indeed. For the slaying of Rufio was the signing of a covenant, the manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood, the ink. As a speaker of the Black Hand, I directly oversee a particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill any contracts given. You must now go to the city of Cheydinhal, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door. You will be asked a question. Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother. You will gain entrance to the sanctuary. Once inside, speak with Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. I'll be following your progress. Welcome to the family. Rufio lies dead, Well done. The family will now welcome you with open arms. Know this, every dark brother and sister is a child of Sithis. He whom we call Sithis has many other names. Chaos, Doom, Discord. Sithis is the Void. We of the Dark Brotherhood serve the Night Mother, who is the bride of Sithis. The Night Mother rules her children with a terrible black hand. The Black Hand is the ruling body of the Dark Brotherhood. It is made up of one listener and 4 speakers. 4 fingers and a thumb, if you will. As a member of the Dark Brotherhood, you must abide by the 5 tenets. They are the laws that guide and protect us. The 5 tenets are as follows. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 4. Never steal the possessions of a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 5. Never kill a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. How does one best describe our dread Father? Imagine a perfect, cloudless midnight, cold as winter ice and shrouded in shadow. That is Sithis.
Lucien has officially welcomed us into the Dark Brotherhood and has informed us of where the sanctuary is and how to get into it. We fast travel over to Shadenhall and make our way over to the long-forgotten, abandoned house. Entering inside, it's completely run down and beaten up. We make our way into the basement where we see a hole in the foundation leading to somewhere. Taking that path and rounding the corner, we're met with a pretty scary sight. The hallway begins to glow red. Blood puddles that look like someone has been dragged through them lead all the way up to a door like we've never seen before. It looks ancient, mystical, and evil. It has a skull with a hand etched into the top of it. Below is a woman holding a knife out to what looks like 5 toddlers. Perhaps the most unsettling are the noises that come from this door. We interact with it like Lucien told us to.
What is the color of night?
And just like that, we're led inside of the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. Taking a few steps in, we're quickly approached by our contact, Oshiva.
Greetings, brother, greetings. I am Oshiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucien has told me all about you. I welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood. You stand now in our sanctuary. May it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises. When you're ready for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift from your new family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void. Now, I've kept you long enough. Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you. Lucien isn't here very often. His duties with the Black Hand keep him very busy, so he trusts me to keep the sanctuary in order. Ours is not the only Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. There are others hidden throughout Cyrodiil, each one overseen by a Speaker of the Black Hand.
We're fully merged into the Dark Brotherhood and have even received their uniform of sorts. The shrouded armor has a weight of 2, an armor rating of 6, and the enchantments of Fortify Sneak, Illusion, Marksman, Blade, and Acrobatics all for 8 points. The shrouded hood has a weight of 0.5, an armor rating of 1, and the enchantments of fortifying the same skills as the armor does, this time with 2 points. With that, thus ends the quest, A Knife in the Dark. Now it's time to go and seek out another contact in the faction named Vicente Valtieri. As we walk along the tunnels to his room, we get a glimpse of our brothers and sisters within the guild, all seemingly coming from different backgrounds and walks of life. We enter into Vicente's quarters to see none other than a vampire. At first, it's quite a shock, but we see that he's passive and quite friendly. We speak with him.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with Ochiva. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members. Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire. Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract. I was stricken with vampirism 300 years ago while on an expedition deep into the ashlands of Vardenfell. For nearly 100 years I hunted in secret until the Dark Brotherhood found me. Now I have a family that accepts and even values my unique gifts. Perhaps in the future, when I feel you have earned the right, I will offer you a chance to become a hunter of the night. A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been. While carrying out a contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters are met. Now, let's begin, shall we? I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one. A captain, in fact, on his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested? Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Elena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable. As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it. When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucienne took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract. The Night Mother speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the Listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows. This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago. Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
We've received our first official contract from within the guild, to kill Gaston Tussaud, a pirate captain based out of the Imperial City waterfront. As suggested by Vicente, we decided to speak with some fellow guildmates to make introductions and see what advice they can offer us for our first contract.
Welcome to the family. I'd hug you, but Ochiva told me not to. So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? Oh, that's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill? And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary. Oh, for example, this one time, I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester. So I said to her, "No, I am a messenger of death." You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6.
Warmest welcomes to you. I am Telendril, Wood Elf, and loyal daughter of Sithis. I hope you find our sanctuary to your liking. Pirates, eh? They tend to be quick and good with a blade, but don't favor armor. They're not fond of bows or spells either.
I see you've accepted the contract from Vicente. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes. I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstheim. Now those were the days.
With that, it's now time to head to the Imperial City and scope out our target. We leave the sanctuary and the abandoned house, then fast travel over to the waterfront. Making our way to the northwestern side, we see the ship Maria Elena. Normally, there would be about 3 or so pirates loading cargo onto the deck, and if they were to see us set foot onto the vessel, they would attack us on sight. However, these pirates were taken care of a long time ago, so we can set foot onto the ship with no problems. Otherwise, stowing away on the cargo like Vicente suggested would be a great idea. Walking up to the captain's cabin, the door is unlocked, and we enter inside. Sitting at a table in the dining area is Gaston himself. We approach and confront the captain.
You ain't one of me crew. What business you be having here, mate? What in blazes? You ain't one of me crew. You best start explaining yourself, mate, if you want to get off this ship alive. What are you, some kind of preacher or something? One of them crazies from the church? I ain't got time for this.
Gaston gets up from his seat and takes out his sword. A battle ensues, however, Tussaud really isn't much of a match for our enchanted madness sword, and his health quickly depletes. Within no time, the captain lays dead on the floors of his ship. We get a quest update that it's time to return to Vicente and for our reward.
Captain Tussaud, are you all right, sir? We heard a clamor.
We don't have long before the other pirates get inside to see what we've done. So, if we want to avoid a fight, it's best we loot everything quickly and leave through the back door. Otherwise, 2 more pirates come barging in, and we have to pick them off as well. No matter what we choose, there is no penalty either way, so the pirates could be good for gaining more experience. We fast travel back to Shadenhall, enter the sanctuary, and speak with Vicente.
So, the pirate has been eliminated. Excellent. No one will mourn his passing, and Sithis has been appeased. Please accept this black band as your reward. It is a ring whose powers are quite useful to those who value discretion.
Vicente gives us an enchanted ring called the Black Band as our reward. It has the enchantments of Fortify Light Armor and Security for 13 points each, as well as Resist Magic for 13% on self, thus ending the quest, A Watery Grave. We return back to Vicente to receive our next contract.
I'm glad you've returned. The contract is waiting, if you're ready. We need you to stage an accident. Kill the target in the manner specified, and you'll receive a considerable bonus. Do you accept this contract? As I expected. Good. The target is a wood elf named Bainlin. You will find him at his home in Bruma. Enter secretly and avoid his manservant, Grom. On the second floor is a secret door leading to a crawl space. Inside are the fastenings of a mounted head that hangs over Bainlin's favourite chair. Loosen those fastenings any night between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m, and the head will surely fall on Bainlin as he relaxes in his chair, as is his custom. If Bainlin is eliminated in any other manner, or if the manservant Grom is killed, you will forfeit the bonus. Now go, and may Sithis be with you.
Before we set out, we speak with some fellow guildmates to see what advice they can offer us on this contract.
If things go badly, forgo the plan and simply kill the mark any way you can. You'll lose the bonus, but at least the contract will be fulfilled.
If the target is old and weak, as you say, then his manservant is sure to be quite the opposite. Best stay out of his way.
How do you plan on entering this man's house? Through the front door? Be smart and look for a more inconspicuous way in, like a cellar entrance.
Now it's time to travel to Bruma to assassinate our next mark, Bainlin the Old Wood Elf. This is the first quest where we have the opportunity to receive a bonus on top of our standard reward. We have to make sure that Bainlin is killed in a manner that makes it look like an accident, as well as we have to steer clear of his manservant, Grom. Antoinetta gave us a great suggestion of entering into Bainlin's house through a cellar, if he has one, which he does. We enter inside and are in the basement. The coast is clear, so we move up to the main area. Here, we're positioned across from the stairs. Bainlin is sitting in his chair right around the corner from us, and Grom is nowhere to be found. We quietly sneak upstairs, almost being noticed by Bainlin at one point, and make our way into his bedroom. Here, there are some boards that can be removed that lead to a crawl space just behind Bainlin's seat. We maneuver through them and find ourselves at the Minotaur's head on display above Bainlin. We loosen the fastenings and hear him get crushed. We receive a quest update that it's time to go and return back to Vicente for our reward. We quietly sneak back out and make our way to the main level. We see Grom standing over the body of Bainlin, hammer in hand, and extremely alert. We move very slowly back to the basement and exit the way we came in. From here, we fast travel back to Shaden Hall, enter the sanctuary, and seek out Vicente.
So, the accident has been staged and Bainlin lies dead. Well done. You have more than earned your reward and bonus. I present to you this dagger. It's an enchanted blade known as Sufferthorn. Its prick is deadly, I assure you. Yes, you are quite an asset to this sanctuary. In fact, I believe you are ready for advancement. I hereby appoint you Slayer. Well done. Now go, child of Sithis. Go and rest. You'll need it.
We've been promoted to the rank of Slayer, received our standard reward of gold, and even got a bonus from the contract. We're given the enchanted dagger called Sufferthorn, which deals 10 base damage and has the enchantments of Drain Strength for 12 points, as well as Damage Health for 25 points. Thus ending the quest, accidents happen. We return back to Vicente to receive our next contract.
Back for more? It just so happens I have another contract available, one that requires an expert in infiltration. As always, you fail to disappoint me. Your target is a dark elf named Valen Dreth. He thinks he's safe in prison. He is tragically mistaken. A prisoner recently escaped from the prison using a set of secret tunnels connected to the Imperial City's sewer system. It's a perfect way inside. Just outside the Imperial prison is a grating that leads to the sewers. It has recently been tightly locked, but I will provide a key. It should be easy enough to locate Dreth in his small cell. Besides, I think you know the way, Valen Dreth has been imprisoned for many years. His tongue is sharp, but his body is limp and frail. He will prove an easy, pleasurable kill. You will receive a bonus if you fulfill the contract without killing any of the prison guards. Now go, and may the Night Mother go with you.
We go to our fellow guildmates to see what advice they can offer us on this contract.
No dark brother or sister has successfully infiltrated the Imperial prison in over 300 years. This will be a true test of your abilities.
I know those sewers well. They will allow you access to the prison, but are home to some fearsome creatures. Tread carefully.
Infiltrating the Imperial prison is no small matter. Those guards are heavily armed and professionally trained. If discovered, don't be a fool. Flee.
It's time to set out and assassinate Valen Dreth in the Imperial City prison. This is definitely a higher stakes mission, as we have to get in through the sewer system in which we escaped from at the beginning of the game. Whilst here, we'll come across Imperial City guards whom we're instructed to not kill if we want our bonus. Plus, these guards are likely to be very tough opponents, so a battle may not end so well. Valen Dreth was the spiteful, arrogant, and irritating dark elf we encountered at the very beginning of the game. He hurled insults at us, threatened us, and gloated about how he was going to be let out soon, and we were stuck in here to rot. The assassination is likely going to be very satisfying. This mission is also our first real chance to work on our sneaking abilities. The last quest required some sneaking, but for a very brief amount of time. This quest sees us needing to sneak around for long periods and really gives us a chance to utilize all of the sneaking mechanics presented within the game, like hiding in dark places. We have to make our way through the Imperial City sewers first. Down here, the hardest things we face are rats and mud crabs, so it really isn't much of a challenge. Eventually, we're led all the way to a ladder which leads us into the tunnels connecting to the prison.
Of course I'm proud to do my duty, but it's a waste of time. What are we guarding? Cold stone and shadow. That's it.
I'm not disagreeing with you, believe me. Those
What's
assassins
that?
got what they wanted. The Emperor is dead. They got no reason to come back.
Who's there? That's exactly what I'm saying. But will the captain listen? No. We must have a presence. The prison must remain secure.
Yeah, what a laugh, huh? Just who are we keeping secure? Dreth? Since that other one got away, he's the only one rotting down here.
Yeah, well, I guess you can't blame Captain Montrose too much. This is his big career move, after all. Got to impress that lot upstairs.
Yeah, true enough. Oh, well, I best be getting back to my watch. Hey, don't forget, we're meeting for drinks later at the Bloated Float.
Oh, I'll be there. How could I miss a chance to see you cower before that big orc bouncer?
I ain't afraid of no one. Courage is my middle name. Oh, never mind.
The next area is called the Sanctum and features 2 Imperial prison guards as well as the aforementioned captain, Japard Montrose. This is the area where the Emperor and Glenroy were ultimately killed. It's very easy to avoid the captain and one of the guards as they're stationed in a room that we don't need to go through. The other guard walks into the open area and stares at a wall for quite some time. We can use this opportunity to sneak past him and make our way to the entrance into the next zone, the Imperial Subterrane. This zone only has 1 Imperial guard patrolling it and also happens to be the darkest of all the zones. We found it best to quickly move up to a dark corner in the first room and wait for the guard to walk on by. Then, we were free to make our way through the rest of the zone and all the way up to the entrance of the Imperial prison itself. Here, we make our way around the tunnels and find ourselves back in our old cell.
I have to admit, I'm gonna miss you, Dreth. The late-night beatings, your pitiful little cries for help.
Filthy cur. I told you I was going to get out of here. My time's almost up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, well, what's it been? 7, 8 years? We've had a good long run, you and me. I always knew it would end someday.
11 years in this rat-infested hole. But I'm getting out, and you'll still be stuck in here. Yeah!
Oh, yeah? Where will you go, huh? What will you do? You can't survive out there, Dreth. You're an animal. You belong in that cage.
I'll remember that when I'm lying on the beaches of Somerset Isle with your wife, you imperial pig.
Right. And you'll be rich, too. Oh, and you'll become a king. And you know what I think, Dreth? I think you'll be back. You lot always come back.
You'll see, you imperial dog. When I get out of here, all of Tamriel will know my name. Vaelin Dreth. Vaelin Dreth.
All right. I'm tempted to let you out right now if you just shut up.
We make our way over to Vaelin Dreth's cell and pick the lock. Alternatively, a key to his cell can be found on a table at the other end of the jail block.
You've got to get me out of here. Come on, open the door. Wait, I know you. You're the one. The day the Emperor was killed. They went through your cell. You lucky bastard. But you came back? Come on, you've got to help me. Let old Vaelin out of this cell. You've got your freedom, now give me mine. What do you say, huh? Come on, friend. The Night Mother... No, guards, help me. Somebody help, assassin.
We slash down Vaelin and receive a quest update that it's time to return back to Vicente for our reward. What I didn't know at the time was that accompanying Vaelin Dreth's key on the table was also a key that leads up to the Bastion in the Imperial City, which would have been a much quicker way out. Instead, we opted for the longer route and made our way back through the Imperial City sublevels and sewer system. Eventually, we found our way out and made our way back to the Shadenhall Sanctuary. We sought out Vicente and spoke with him.
So, you infiltrated the Imperial prison, eliminated Vaelin Dreth, and killed not one guard. Most excellent. In addition to your standard reward, I present to you this bonus. Behold, the scales of pitiless justice. While carried, the scales will magically enhance your strength, intelligence, and agility, but diminish your personality. A powerful tool indeed.
We're rewarded with 400 gold and received a bonus for not killing any of the guards. We were handed a miscellaneous item called the Scales of Pitiless Justice. While on our person, they enhance our strength, agility, and intelligence all by 2 points, but lower our personality by 2 points, thus ending the quest, scheduled for execution. We speak again with Vicente for our next contract.
I have a special contract that needs fulfillment. In truth, I don't wish to offer it to any other family member. I've come to rely on your abilities. We're usually called upon to take a life, but not this time. This contract requires us to stage the assassination of a marked man. Are you ready? You must go to the city of Coral and break into the house of Francois Mortiere. Inside you will find Mortiere waiting for you. Do not kill him. You see, Francois Mortiere is a marked man. He owes a considerable sum to the wrong kind of people, so they have sent an enforcer to kill him. Here, you will use this specially poisoned knife to stage Mortiere's death in the enforcer's presence. Mortiere himself will provide more details. This is an unusual contract. Mortiere had to make a special arrangement with us before it was approved. I trust in your professionalism. The blade has been coated with a rare poison called langerwine. 1 drop in a normal human bloodstream will mimic the effects of death immediately. I have provided you with a vial of antidote, which will be used to revive Francois Mortiere after you successfully stage his death. You should also know that there's only enough langerwine on the blade for this 1 contract. After Mortiere is sliced, the knife will be useless. The Dark Brotherhood is not in the business of staging deaths, no matter how much gold is offered. Sithis demands blood, and blood must be paid. In order to accept the contract, we demanded a life. Mortiere offered his mother, and we accepted. Lucien has already taken care of that detail. The knife I gave you has been coated with a rare poison called langerwine. You need only cut Mortiere once, and he will appear to die.
We go around to our fellow guildmates and ask for their advice.
The Enforcer will not appreciate your little show. He'll likely attack you on sight, but you must resist the urge to fight back.
I once slept in the Coral Chapel, Undercroft. It's damp, cold, and cursed. Getting Mortier out of there may be a challenge.
What? Fake a death? And you can't even kill the Enforcer? Huh. I don't envy you, friend. But a contract's a contract. Just do what you've got to do.
With all of this in mind, it's time to head to Coral and speak with Francois Motieri. This quest is very unique in the sense that we're not to actually kill anybody, but just stage a death. This is likely a first for the Dark Brotherhood. We make our way over to Francois' house, pick the lock, and enter inside.
Oh, well, hello. You must be the one Lucien Lachance told me about. I've been expecting you. We haven't got much time, I'm afraid. I borrowed quite a bit of gold from some underworld types. I missed a payment. Now they don't even want the money. They say I insulted them. They've sent an enforcer to kill me. His name is Hides' Heart, and he's on his way here now. That's why I hired you, so you can fake my death. Well, when Hides' Heart gets here, I'll put on a little act. You'll cut me with your poison knife, and that vile enforcer will think I'm dead. You must then flee from Coral, and Hides' Heart must not be killed. That way he can go back and tell his employers I'm dead. If you wait a day, my body will be put on display in the Coral Chapel Undercroft. You can come to me then and administer the antidote. Got all that? Good. Hides' Heart will be here any moment. Get ready. Oh, I do hope this works.
Motieri, I know you're in there. My employers are most displeased. I'm coming in, and you can beg for your life. Not that it will do you any good.
Motiera, I am here to exact payment in blood. You will... Eh? Who is this?
Oh no! What am I to do? An underworld enforcer and a Dark Brotherhood assassin, both here to kill poor Francois.
The Dark Brotherhood? Oh, you have been a naughty boy, Motiera, haven't you? Stand aside, assassin. Motiera is mine. My employers demand it.
Ah! What's this? Oh, Dark Brotherhood assassin, please don't cut me with that wicked blade. It looks like this is the end of poor Francois.
We'll see who gets to cut you, Motiera. Let me show you how a real killer operates. You Dark Brotherhood mongrel, defend yourself.
Oh, look. My goodness. 2 people here to confront me. Whatever shall I do?
We take out the Langerwine blade and slash Motieri, successfully faking his death. Enraged, Hides' Heart begins attacking us and chases us through the streets of Coral. All we have to do is run to one of the city gates and pass through them. We get a quest update and Hides' Heart is gone for good. It's now time to give Francois 24 hours to sell his death, and then we're to revive him from the Chapel Undercroft. We wait and then make our way to the Chapel of Stendar. We enter inside and make our way to the lower levels. Here, we walk a little bit and find ourselves standing over Francois' preserved body. We administer the antidote, get a quest update, and speak with him.
Oh, I'm a bit stiff, but quite fine otherwise. Ah, yes, the Undercroft. My family members are buried here, you know. Which leads me to something I may have failed to mention before. My ancestors will see my revival as a desecration of their tomb. This Undercroft is, well, quite cursed. Any desecration will cause my ancestors to rise from their graves and defend their resting place. I can hear them coming as we speak. You must protect me. Escort me to the Grey Mare where I can buy passage out of Coral. Ah, here they come. Oh, my, Aunt Margaret. You're looking the worse for wear.
One by one, the undead start rising from their tombs and come to attack us. We take out Dustfang and begin to defend ourselves and Motieri. We cut through one zombie and make our way to the next level. Here, we have to go through one more undead before we're able to leave. Once we do so, we run with Francois, exiting the chapel and making our way across town to the Grey Mare. We enter inside and speak with Motieri.
Ah, the Grey Mare. From here I will be able to arrange for transportation out of Cyrodiil. You have served me well, assassin. Francois is forever in your debt. Farewell.
Francois successfully evaded and faked his death, allowing him to buy passage out of Cyrodiil. Now it's time to return back to the sanctuary and speak with Vicente for our reward.
Ah, so Motieri has escaped. Well done. As payment, I am pleased to award you this amulet, Cruelty's Heart, as well as another advancement in rank. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Eliminator. Your blood is cold, your heart hard. You exemplify everything the Dark Brotherhood stands for. I present to you now this key. It unlocks the well behind the abandoned house above. Use it to gain hidden, quick access to this sanctuary.
We received Cruelty's Heart, a leveled enchanted amulet that fortifies willpower and strength for 13 points each. Vicente also gives us a key to the second entrance in and out of the sanctuary, a well just outside the house. That makes coming and going a whole lot more convenient. With that, thus ends the quest, The Assassinated Man. Before we continue with the Dark Brotherhood main questline, we were actually offered up a side quest from one of the other members, Tainava. While inquiring about the advice for the previous mission, Tainava had this to say to us.
Ah, dear friend, may I steal a moment of your time? I have a rather delicate situation I was hoping you could help me with. This is a personal matter, and will have no bearing on your standing within the Dark Brotherhood. Would you like to hear more? I find your decision most agreeable. Now the details. Far south of here, on the southern end of Cyrodiil, lies a swamp called Bogwater. Hiding in that swamp, you will find an Argonian shadowscale named Scartail. Kill this renegade, and bring me his heart as proof of the deed.
Now, after completing the Assassinated Man, we go up to him again to see if there's more we can learn.
You come speak with me, yet you do not bear Scartail's heart. Please, you must slay that traitorous snake, so Ochiva and I can find peace. When Ochiva and I trained with the Dark Brotherhood as children, we befriended another initiate, a shadowscale by the name of Scartail. The three of us were inseparable. When our training was completed, we reluctantly parted ways. But now, the unthinkable has happened. Scartail has fled Black Marsh and refuses to fulfill his duties as a royal assassin. This is an act of treason. This treachery must be punished. Just as a member of the Dark Brotherhood cannot kill a fellow family member, a shadowscale is forbidden from slaying another shadowscale. That is why you must go to Bogwater and eliminate that treacherous snake. Please kill Scartail so Chiva and I can put this matter behind us. In the Argonian homeland of Black Marsh, those born under the sign of the Shadow are taken at birth and presented to the Dark Brotherhood. A shadowscale hatchling is trained in the arts of stealth and assassination and lives a life in service to the mighty kingdom of Argonia. Any shadowscale who lives to come of age is accepted into the Dark Brotherhood as a full member of the family. So it was with myself and Ochiva.
Before we set out, Ochiva has some information to offer as well.
Greetings, brother. I do hope you are well. Scartail is a traitor to Argonia and a blight upon Tamriel. Kill him, as my brother requests, and we will be forever in your debt. I see you have been speaking with Tanava. What he says is true. All our lives we have lived together in the shadows. We are eggmates, twins. We were taken at birth and given to the Dark Brotherhood. We returned to Blackmarsh as shadow scales trained in the arts of stealth and murder. Together, we served our nation as spies and assassins, as all shadow scales do. When we came of age, we joined the family as one, and here we are.
Using the well key, we leave the sanctuary and pull up our map. We see that Bogwater Camp is in the southeastern part of Cyrodiil. We do have the nearby location of Tidewater Cave discovered, so we fast travel over there. It's hard to blame Scartail for wanting to abandon his life as a cutthroat. However, we need to carry out this quest in order to further please our brother and sister from the guild, as well as for a nice reward. We approach the camp and see a dead Argonian underneath a tree. Its nameplate claims that it's an agent, likely from Blackmarsh, and standing just a bit further off is another Argonian, presumably Scartail. We approach and begin speaking to him.
Are you? I guess I've been expecting you, assassin. Don't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes. Your Dark Brotherhood through and through. Let me guess. It was Ochiva, right? No, wait. Tainava. Yes, he put you up to this, didn't he? Ochiva was always too busy to even be bothered. Well, you can kill me if you like. I'm afraid I won't make much of a challenge, though. The Argonian Royal Court already sent an agent to do the job. He failed, of course. His body's around here somewhere. But he got in a pretty good hit. If I don't get some rest, I'm probably dead anyway. So maybe I can appeal to your sense of goodwill, huh? You let me live, and I'll tell you where I stashed my treasure. Is it a deal? You show unexpected mercy. For that, I am thankful. My treasure is hidden in a hollowed-out rock near my campfire. It's yours. Oh, yes. I suppose Tainava wants proof that I'm dead, eh? Let me guess. My heart? I suggest you take the heart of the dead Argonian agent. His body is around here somewhere. Present the agent's heart to Tainava as proof, and he'll be none the wiser.
For the promise of treasure, we falsely tell Scartail we'll let him live in exchange for his hidden gems. We go to the hollowed out rock, take everything inside, and instead of taking the heart from the dead Argonian, we attack Scartail. For a half-dead opponent, he puts up a pretty decent fight, but ultimately falls to our blade. We loot his body, take his heart, and fast travel back to the sanctuary. We find Tainava and speak with him.
Ha! Yes, that is an Argonian heart. Of that I'm sure. You have slain Scartail. Well done. Please take these boots as payment for your services. They are called the Boots of Bloody Bounding and carry a powerful enchantment. I'm sure you will find them most useful. Scartail was once as a brother to me and Ochiva, but his act of treason destroyed any vestige of that relationship. His death was well deserved.
We quickly run over to Ochiva and see if she has anything to say.
Greetings, brother. I do hope you are well. Scartail now lies with the worms of Bogwater, thanks to you. I am forever indebted to you, brother.
We're rewarded with a pair of enchanted footwear called the Boots of Bloody Bounding. It's light armor and has the enchantments of Fortify Acrobatics and Blade for 13 points each. Thus ends the side quest within the Dark Brotherhood, the Renegade Shadowscale.